Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the E39 Source channel. We're going to be replacing the badges on the back of a E39 M5. I would assume that these are the same across any BMW for probably a large number of years now. We're going to start with the BMW Roundel. I'm going to have all the part numbers in the description below this video, where you bought it, where I bought it, where you can buy it, and how much it'll cost. The one on the front, taking that off, is about the same job. I'm going to try to use this pry tool that I use with computers. If this doesn't work, I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver with some cloth over it as not to scratch the paint. So if we're going to start here, I'm just going to try to wedge this under here a little bit and pry outwards. I can feel it's kind of gripping. This is plastic, so it's not going to hurt the car. Yeah, we're under. There we go. So that worked. Once you get this off, you're going to have two grommets in here. Hopefully the part that you purchased came with the grommets, in which case we can just pull these out. We're going to be using the new ones. Maybe we can use the same tool. So we'll take these out, then I'm going to go over this entire area with some wax, clean it up, and I guess I'll catch up with you in a minute when we put the new one on. Alright, I just ended up using a small screwdriver like this to insert in the grommet and then move it around like that, so I got it loose, and then I used some needle nose pliers to pull it out. So I'm going to take some wax, get that area nice and clean, then we'll put the new grommets in and smack the new badge into place. Alright, I just used my fingers to push the new grommets into place. They fit very tightly, but they did go in. That's exactly what you want. So now take your new emblem. These pegs are obviously going to fit in those holes. Make sure it's facing the right way. Line it up, give it a little push, and definitely tighter than the old one was, but it definitely looks better. The old one had a little bit of paint bubble, I guess, around the black part on the bottom, so that's a nice cleaner, sharper look. So now we'll try to move on to those M and 5 badges. I know it's very clean, or very dirty rather, behind them. That took a little bit of work, but not too bad. You can definitely see where it was. The paint is absolutely filthy under here. The old badge, which is right here on the floor, ended up coming off itself. The adhesive is partly still stuck on the 5, but most of it was still on here. Taking this off, I read a couple different methods online. One of them, this guy just pretty much took a flathead screwdriver, jammed it under there, pried, left a big gouge in the paint, but he did get it off. If you don't care about that, you might as well do it. If you do, I highly recommend wrapping a towel around this portion of the screwdriver, so you're very careful about not hitting the paint when you get it under there. And then as you use this as a lever and pry back to lift it off, the screwdriver is rubbing against the towel and then the car, instead of just the actual paint finish on the vehicle. You can also use dental floss, which I did use, and I think that helped a lot. However, I think that helped a lot in getting the adhesive to stay on the car and the metal emblem to come off by itself. Pretty much just grab it around one corner, pull this way, and then pull out. I would recommend you wear gloves. It really hurts your hands. So from now, actually I just use this tool, being careful of course on the paint, to get the excess of adhesive off. Now I'm just going to take some wax to that and see how that looks in a minute. So that literally took 2 minutes with just a little bit of wax and a towel. And everything there came right off. It feels and looks just like factory new. So instead of taking the M badge off now as well and then having that whole area to resize up to get the fitment as close as possible, I'm just going to go ahead and put the new 5 emblem on now. Putting it about a quarter to a, well, you know, eyeball it. I've looked at this car 10 million times. I know how far it goes from that, and we'll just line it up and get it in the right spot. As you guessed, it is an adhesive on the back. Peel this paper off, make sure the 5's going the right way. Don't be like that moron online that put it on like this and then realized he just made himself a BMW MS. So we're going to put it on this way, and I'll show you the finished product in just a moment. Oh, look at that. We can see the beautiful shine on that new 5 badge. It is so much nicer than the outgoing parts. It was not difficult at all to get it straight and lined up there with the proper positioning. Of course, I didn't take a micron tool to it. It's probably not perfect, but definitely looks factory from the eye, no matter how close you get. So now I'm going to follow the same procedure, using a little bit of the pry tool, a little bit of a screwdriver, being very careful near the paint, to try to get this much larger, more complex M emblem off, and we'll do the same thing. That's the adhesive I was talking about. This was actually easier than I thought to get off. It was a lot easier than the 5 badge. I just got under it with the pry tool from this side. I ended up having to hold it up with the pry tool and then go under with the screwdriver, of course wrapped in the towel, pry this corner off, get my fingers under there, and this is the only part that's stuck. Feels pretty nasty. It's not that bad to get off. I'm just going to get the pry tool, peel up one edge, and then it should all come off in one piece. Yep, 5 minutes with the wax this time got me back down to the paint. I noticed this as soon as I took it off. It's actually under part of the M. It will not be displayed once the badge is put back on. I'll get in as close as I can. I know this camera doesn't have the best focus, but it's actually a little imperfection in the paint. It's probably been there since day one. You can feel it. It looks like it's rust, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a different color. But whatever, that will be completely covered up in the next clip you see with the new badge installed. Absolutely a beautiful shine here. The 3 colors in the M badge look a little bit better than they did before. I'm surprised this is a 2000 M5 that after this many years it didn't look any worse than that. This one still doesn't look all that bad. If I had a good high resolution video camera, I could come up and show you it is really oxidized on the bottom, and you can probably see from there that the colors just aren't anywhere near as crisp, clear, and vivid in the old one. So maybe I'll clean this up and make a belt buckle out of it, right? But that's a really easy, fairly inexpensive way to really upgrade the front, sides, or back of your BMW, depending on which badges you have and where they are. Maybe took me about a half hour, but I was really meticulous with cleaning the area up and being very careful taking them off not to damage the paint. So that's a great way to make the front or back or whatever of your BMW look a lot nicer. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below or shoot me an email, ryan@techinform.us. Leave your comments and everything. If you like the video, please like. If you like the video, also please subscribe. Stay tuned to the channel. We're going to have a lot more content here regarding these cars. Again, all the links and everything you're going to be looking for how to do this will be listed down below, and I'll talk to you in a future video. Again, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.